Good evening. It's almost tomorrow. We're getting close to the holiday. So let me get in here and talk a little bit about this married to medicine. Brandy and I should be going live tomorrow evening with both of our reviews for Real Housewives of Potomac and for Married to Medicine. But I thought, let me get in here and say a little bit, just a little bit on this married to medicine, because look, I had to put some lotion on. I've been in water all day. Because this here was something epic as far as the scene between Toya and Paul Eugene. When I say Paul Eugene, she got a good man, and she's doing him all the way wrong. All the way wrong. Look, I can't even. Okay. She's doing him all the way wrong. So let's talk about it. And as you come in, please hit the like button. Like, share, and subscribe. It's free 99. I don't know. I feel like my internet must be moving slow. I'm in another portion of my home because I wanted to be closer to the TV where the cable is. For some reason, I only can stream upstairs. My cable box ain't working upstairs. I don't know. I asked for a new one. They sent me. I finally opened up the box for the new one, and maybe I just need to read the instructions. But Frontier, y'all don't know this because I'm paying you over almost $400 a month. And I only can watch cable on one of these boxes instead of all three. Okay. So let's talk about this Married to Medicine. This is Married to Medicine, season 12, episode 4. And this is Trouble at Serenity Villa. And we start out with, we're at Brandy's birthday party or birthday dinner. And we got Simone at the table talking shit about divorce. And Jackie even quiet was like, Dr. Jackie tells her, stop before I pop you in the lip. They're trying to tell her, hey, you talking too much. This ain't a good look. Be quiet. You talking way too much, Dr. Simone. Because we know you talking this shit, but you're not meaning it. Just leave it alone. Because, quiet one like this. And Dr. Jackie was like, say one more thing, I'm going to pop you in the mouth. So, Dr. Contessa's still being an ass out there. For some reason, I don't know. I didn't get why she's upset or wants to try to give Brandy a hard time. I didn't really get that. But Brandy was like, hey, this is not the purpose of the party. And then they was like, we need to change, the atmosphere. Because, Simone was bringing it down, honey. So Heavenly and Simone, they get together and they go off to the side and they talk with each other. And Heavenly begins to tell her about what's going on in her household or what's going on in her family issues. Her son, her oldest son, Damon Jr., she ain't seen him in a year. So I believe she hasn't seen him physically. So maybe she's been able to talk to him on FaceTime or something. This little piece of hair is going to drive me nuts. But she talks to him over the phone, I would imagine. But ever since she went off on him, he's quit talking to her. And basically, Dr. Simone says, hey, we've created these monsters. And we can't get mad at the monsters. We created them. We can't be mad at them because basically we did it. But, Dr. Heavenly showed real vulnerability there. And, it was a real moment. Because it looked like Dr. Heavenly wanted to cry. It really did. It really did. Clip that. It really looked like Dr. Heavenly wanted to cry. So then we have the next couple of mini scenes. We have Dr. Simone with the patient. And the patient is talking to Dr. Simone about hot flashes. So she was just letting her know, alcohol brings on hot flashes, and so does caffeine drinks. And the lady was like, "What about wine?" She's like, "Wine is alcohol." So then we have Dr. Contessa and her husband Scott. Looks like they're touring their medical building that they bought, and they were trying to figure out like about how much longer they have. And I think he said about 3 weeks or so, like that. They got all the stuff in there. So like $40,000 worth of junk. Same amount that a party was supposed to be worth. But anyways, so then we have Brandy along with a patient, and Brandy's patient is there to get fillers. She said her laugh lines are not as prominent, so she's going to give her light filler or whatever, light something. So here it comes to Toya and Eugene. Toya and Eugene are looks like they're at a park or something, and they're talking. And he was letting her know, he's off for 6 days, and that basically he can't let that ER money go. He said the recharge wellness is not making money there, so he's going to have to continue working at these different emergency rooms. And Toya was like, "Why?" I'm sitting here like, "Toya, we know why. Your ass want to live that soft life." And let's not forget, Toya used to be a teacher. So a teacher and a doctor, and he's not some kind of surgeon. He's not doing like plastic surgery where, he have all these high-end patients. He's a doctor, and he's been working overtime. She's working the shit out of him so she can live this soft life. And they kind of, he's like, basically, I'm gonna have to work this kind of job, and basically you can't have your cake and eat it too. They talk about the renting from Dr. Contessa, and it was like, that's a no-go, she said, because he was going to have her like have him in a little storage area by the bathroom. And so she wasn't feeling that. Basically, she says she feels like she's a single mother, and she's complaining and complaining and complaining about being there. Your husband is a doctor, and he's a doctor that, he's not making millions of dollars, the lifestyle that you're trying to live. So in order to afford you this kind of lifestyle, he has to work and work his fingers to the bone, honey. I mean, she's working the shit out of him. I don't understand, but she wants the cake, eat it too. I think it's unfair. It is truly unfair that he would have to work that hard. Because if you want your husband not to work so hard, maybe Miss Toya, you should be doing something differently. Maybe you should maybe find something that could bring in more money. And the way your husband could be at home with you. And next we have King and Quad. And they're going to Dr. Jackie's office. And Dr. Jackie is joking about giving King a prostate exam. And he's like, she's not coming nowhere near his prostate. She better go and do an examination on Curtis because he ain't feeling that. So they are there because Dr. Jackie is working along with Quad on her journey to get pregnant. Quad has a doctor in Africa somewhere that is also helping her on this fertility journey. So she's getting an ultrasound done. And Dr. Jackie says that the ultrasound, I believe, tech is from Jamaica, like King. And Quad, so what you trying to do? Set him up or something? So they're going over the ultrasound. King's a little knowledgeable on some of the things. I'm like, look at King. He said, honey, he studies. And he kind of make the little joke about the thickening of the walls and making sure her walls are not thinned out or, they so far apart, that like she been blown out by everybody. She's like, no, my walls is fine. But it looks like she does have maybe a what they call those fibroid tumor, I think. But Dr. Jackie was says that she knows what the statistics are with quad. She's because most doctors wouldn't even take a woman that's over the age of 40, as far as this on this fertility journey. And so, she's going to be a good friend and hope, probably hope and pray, that quad can get what she's trying to get. And ultimately is to have a healthy baby. So we don't know, maybe. So they're trying to extract eggs, and she says, Dr. Jackie says, every day you wait, it's not going to be a good thing, because making it a little harder for you to, to extract eggs. You can think about it. Women, we have our eggs since birth. So Quad has 40-something year old eggs in her body. How good they are, I don't know. So then next we have Dr. Mimi and Steve, and they're driving along, and they have their children with them. They have Stevie, who's the oldest, and Savannah. Stevie, he is on the what do you call it? He has autism, and he was diagnosed when he was 18 months old. Because Dr. Mimi says that he would do things that were a little peculiar. Instead of crawl, he would roll. So they had him tested, and he did. He's on the spectrum. So they're driving there talking about summer camp for the children, and they have one that's available for Stevie, and they have the para counselors or para aides there to help along with kids with autism. So as they were driving, Stevie decides to punch Savannah. Now it looks like Stevie hit her, but it don't like he hit her that hard. But it looks like Savannah knows how to overreact, and she overreacted. She's the younger sister, and he hit her on purpose, and she didn't even do nothing. She's making sure he gets in trouble. But what they did was nice, is they decided, to pull over. They had a talk with him. And they also had where Dr. Mimi, she got in the back seat, and the daughter got in the front seat. And they spoke with him and made him, before they made him switch seats, they made him say sorry and give his sister a hug. So I guess they was letting him know that when you get frustrated, you don't hit, So that was a good scene showing real life shit. Real life things people have to deal with, because it was such an emotional time when they're in their confessional that Steve actually starts shedding tears, because most people hope that they have healthy children. No one says, oh, I want to have a child that is special needs. So, I know that has to be a burden, No, it may have times where, they're probably overwhelmed. And like they said, hey, we taking it day by day, and we're trying to work through it. But, like they don't know everything. They're just trying to figure it out. So we're back at Toya's. And Toya's going to have this Louis Vuitton inspired skip work day party, aka home warming. And she's saying to Eugene that she really didn't want to invite all the ladies, because they always are like putting her down. The thing of it is, I feel like Toya wants to be top shit. She has something that she wants to prove. She wants to prove I made it. You only can prove you made it really to women who have less than you. These women are at the same level or higher than her, as far as education, and probably as far as finances when it comes just to Toya. Her husband, on the other hand, has to work his ass off to maintain this lifestyle. Whereas the other women, their husbands are at home. They're living their lives. They're not chasing the Joneses. And that's what I feel like Toya and Eugene are doing. They're trying to keep up with the Joneses or be the Joneses. But you're not really getting the women's I mean, for me it would be a big thing, but the women are like, shit, if we wanted that, we can go get it. So you're not doing nothing that they can't do themselves. Basically, they just said, I'm not going to put myself in that kind of making myself, get something where my husband or myself have to work around the clock just to have this type of lifestyle that you really can't afford and not really be able to enjoy. So, Toya, she talks with Eugene about a text she sent out earlier. Because remember, at the beginning, we were at Brandy's party. Well, evidently, there was a fake, according to Toya, handbag left there. Valenciago, however you pronounce it, because I ain't got one, left there. So she put in the group text, who left this fake ass purse, And Dr. Heaven said, oh, that's my purse, honey. My purse may be fake or something to that effect, but my house paid for it. So then Toya says something about, well, I'm just going to be with my family and let them just love on me. And Dr. Heaven lets her know I'm at work with a patient. But honey, baby, everything is great over here because my husband's dick is so big and it feels so good while you over there with that little stuff. Dr. Heavenly is always going to take it to hell. She is. And the thing about it was, in every last one of these episodes, Toya has been fucking with Heavenly. So Heavenly is giving it back to her, and she says in the text, now let's go. Because she ready for it. We about to play the dozens. I'm about to give you worse than a dozen. I'm going to take it to hell. And I'm going to take it to hell by the shit you said. Your truth. You said your husband didn't grow enough for you or whatever, but you said it. And we all know what you meant. So, and when she's telling Eugene this, and Eugene just like, what? And when she says that, Heavenly says that her house is paid for, of course, they've been there like 30 years. The house was built in 2001, so they've probably been there with 24 years, but it's paid for. Wow, y'all have been in 7, 8 homes? Toya quit. So, like I said, Toya started, Dr. Heavenly took it to hell. So then next we have Dr. Mimi and Steve. They're driving to Toya's skip work day event. And she's filling him in on what had happened earlier that day about the text in the group chat that they have. And he was like, well, how would Heavenly know the size of Eugene's man parts? And she's, well, I think somewhere she said it, and production rolls the tape back. Hell yeah, she said it. So, like I said, Toya is trying to impress the ladies. So we have Simone. She's the first one to arrive. And says, basically, you can't call it skip work day. Toya don't work nowhere 9 to 5. She said, I have to let patients, the patients, I would have to leave them. So she was like, no, Toya should call this a day in the life of Toya. That's what I said. I said, she's just trying to show everybody how her day goes. Sit by the pool, don't do shit all day. That's it. Live that soft life while your husband is working his ass off, basically. So then we have, finally, when Mimi arrives, her and Steve, and they go out there by the pool. Mimi has, because first we notice it's a very nice house because Toya house is beautiful. She has Louis Vuitton, everything outside. You know, she is a person who loves name brands. So she's love name brands with Toya be tacky as hell a lot of the time. Sometimes people think that just wearing a name brand and make, you know, like Shimmy is. She spent all that money on clothes and honey. It just, I mean, she didn't pull it off well. So, anyways, Mimi goes outside by the pool to sit down with the ladies, and she put this little bitty napkin on the seat to sit down. And Toya says, "This ain't Heavenly's house. My shit is clean. Are you confused?" Now, first of all, the episode when they bring up the episode when Mariah tells Heavenly to power wash her house, clean this shit. I'm like, she went there, but you know, but Toya brings it up, and Dr. Mimi says, you know, that's negativity. We shouldn't have that. And you know, Steve was like in his confessional, "You came here for this bullshit. I could have saved my outfit if this was gonna be coming in too." So Heavenly, when she finally arrives, she's coming in there. She says, "Oh, this looks nice. How beautiful, huh?" You know, going over there by the bar. First thing Toya says, "Hey, Goldilocks." You know, because Dr. Heavenly have on a shiny gold outfit. And she was like, "Oh, Toya, this is so nice." And they get to talking about, you know, she said, "This house is beautiful. It's kind of like the house you had last, not the last one you had, but the house before that. You know, the house, you know, a couple houses ago." And Toya said, "You mean the one we built?" Yes, that one. It looks like this, but looks like that, but more grander. Heavenly was being nice, nasty. Like, bitch, you done moved every season almost. But, you know, this house they built and it's big. And it's really, really nice. But Toya, is it worth the sacrifice of your husband? Girl, please. And then gonna give him a shit about being gone to work because you want to live this way. So, but she asked Dr. Heavenly, "You're not mad about this morning, are you?" Heavenly said, "No, I ain't mad. You got my purse?" She was like, "Well, you know, your purse couldn't be in my closet, you know, not that fake ass purse." So Heavenly says, "It's not fake at all. And all them purses is made in China." So we got all the little servers, they're walking around. They're bringing out like salads and all these things. And they damn near butt ass naked. And Heavenly has said, "Shit, they got their whole damn dick out." Dr. Mimi isn't having it. She's like, "I don't want nobody trying to give me salad and shit." And they greased all up and they just, it looks like a little pair of Speedos. They have women there to serve the men too. And they are scantily dressed too. So whoever comes and asks, maybe it was a Quad that came? No. It was somebody out of that group because Quad hadn't made it there yet. But they asked for a tour. And then so she takes them on a tour. And then her closet, she has looks like a cherry blossom, a tree or something in there. I'm like, Toya is so extra. So we have Quad King and Angel arrives there. While, you know, and Heavenly, as they arrive, you know, because everybody's kind of admiring the house. It's a beautiful home. So then there's Heavenly. She gets the server to come over to Dr. Jackie. And Quad says, "That man don't want nothing that Jackie got." You know, because she's like, because Dr. Jackie been looking at him all night. Dr. Simone says, "Shoot, that might have been somebody you delivered a long time ago." But you know, Dr. Simone is enjoying watching the men walk around scantily dressed. She's enjoying the view. And the men are enjoying the view outside. King said he was, a little taken aback when he seen the men walking around in there like that. But this is the kind of party that Toya likes to throw. I guess is swinger adjacent. I don't know. But anyways, so we get into the main deal here. We're getting to Toya wants to play a game. In this game, she throws out these hula hoops on the ground. And she wants Eugene to lead the men. And the men to follow him. And he's over there because you know how they gave invitations. They wrote a script for the people to take a day off. So he's over there trying to write a script for these people, or a doctor's note say they don't have to play this game. But she's not having it. She's like, she wants him to look at her eye to eye. Her voice gets louder and louder because he's not paying attention to her. He's over there kind of doing a joke, but she comes off talking a lot of shit. So here, I'm going to kind of play it a little bit.
Servers, we only have one.
Oh, you need another one of those? But in the meanwhile, we about to play a game. It's girls against guys. It's just going to show how in shape y'all are. Let me get it together.
I thought it was a damn chill.
Okay.
I thought we were going to chill.
I want to keep you in shape so that when we go on the couples trip, y'all all look good and can take off your shirt.
I got it. I'm going to write everybody a little script saying that we're excused from this strenuous exercise. I appreciate that.
So she wants everybody to play the game so the guys could get in shape. So they could, when they have the couples trip, they can all have their shirts on. So, but he said, I'm going to write a script for every one of the guys. So, they don't have to play this, And I'm like, Toya, why are you worried about everybody walking around with their shirt off like King could do, or maybe like Steve could do? I don't know. You're trying to throw shade, but the men ain't falling for it.
All right, so let me tell y'all how to play this game, okay? Eugene.
You just explained. We'll do it.
No.
Uh-oh.
I need the wifely and husband attention. Okay. And you know what I need from you. Woo. Eye contact, please.
So she needs him to have eye contact with her.
I'm going to keep writing these.
He said he'll keep writing these scripts here.
Oh, really? You want to be hard?
Why am I talking to you like that?
So you want to be hard, and they're asking, why is your wife talking to you like that? So the banter back and forth, because Eugene don't really understand what's going on. Toya's probably a couple sheets in the wind, at least 3. So it's starting to get real cringy.
Eugene officially has 2 assholes. He does.
This feels like training camp. Eugene is in training camp.
Eugene.
If Toya is this mean to Eugene in front of people, I am afraid to think of what happens when we're not there.
Are you done?
We got to give Eugene a signal. Let us know.
I had to write them doctor's
We got doctor's excuses. We can't participate.
Eugene, you think you're so funny.
But when we got doctor's notes? We got notes.
Can the men please come on this side?
So she's so bossy.
Be the leader of your house and lead your friends to this side.
So she wants him to be the leader of his house and lead his friends over to that side. She's already said to him to look at her while she's talking to him. She's already emasculated him. I mean, like, come on. First of all, I would never. Because as this is going on, I'd be like, come on, let's go. I'm about to go. I ain't about to sit here for this shit because it's about to go all the way left. And you can feel it's about to go left. Here we go.
Oh, my God.
Toya, no, baby, no.
Dr. Heavenly speaking up. No, Toya, no.
Get them to get up. Say daddy.
Right, you can do it in a nice way, or you can do it in a mean way.
I did it in a nice way first. I've been asking you for the last 30 minutes.
And we had a little joke where we had doctor's notes.
And it wasn't funny.
But you want to do that?
And we're not
It
gonna do
wasn't
that.
funny.
We're not gonna do that. I mean, that's kind of funny.
So he was like, we're not going to do this. And she's getting loud, telling him that his joke was not funny. And no one is really wanting to play this game, basically. So she wants the attention. She wants to control him. She doesn't want him to like think for himself or whatever. She wants him to be her little puppy doll or puppet, and she pulled the strings. Here we go.
I sit my ass here all night.
I tried. I'm not doing stuff to you. I'm over for you. Look, I'm over it for you.
It's okay.
I have never seen anything like this before.
I've been married for what, 18 years almost? I'll get over it.
Steve and I can have our issues, but through nothing in this group, it's going to come between me and my husband. Like, this is cringy.
So Toya gets mad and goes inside the house. And actually goes to her closet with the tree in it. And so you have Anila and Contessa following her. So Contessa and Anila is talking to her, and basically Toya's like, I want Heavenly and Dr. Mimi gone. They were instigating. They're sitting here looking at us like we're on TV and making us, stating their opinions and stuff. And I don't like it. Them bitches got to go. She didn't say all that, but she said it like that. Yes. And here goes Contessa. Like Brandy says, the try hard says, I'll be the, I don't mind being the, what you call it, the mean guy. I don't mind being the bad guy. So what, Contessa, was you going to go down there and put Mimi and Dr. Heavenly out? So she was like, so then finally Quad comes up there too. And Quad basically, says, Eugene is, he's apologetic out there. And so did Contessa. She started saying that too. But then they spoke about something about when Dr. Heavenly was trying to tell her, no, Toya, no. And she said, here goes Contessa, I hate when people try to tell you what to do in your marriage. I think one thing everybody was thinking, why are you doing a public embarrassment on your husband? Why? Nobody wants to see that shit. Then you come down there, because when he is it when he goes into the kitchen? Hold on. I forgot. Wait a minute. I missed that part. He goes into the house and put his arms around her and tries to talk to her. And that's when she really goes off on him and talking about, fuck them bitches over there. Yes, Toya was doing way too much. So fuck them bitches over there. I would not have been there for that shit. I would have left. You hear me? And that's what I liked about Dr. Heavenly. So you ain't got to put my ass out. Because when somebody start talking shit like that, and I'm like, it's different when they're on, like the, when they go to wherever, a cast trip. That's one thing. But when we're at your house and you want to start talking funny, I ain't got to sit here and listen to that bullshit. No, I ain't got to listen to you call me no bitch. I ain't got to listen to you talk about your husband. I ain't got to. We supposed to be down here having fun. So when she goes back out, after the women try to coddle her and console her, she goes back out there and she burns the motherfucking house down. She goes off, call the fuck them bitches, call you hating ass bitches, all that kind of shit. People sitting there like, what? We thought she was going to come out here and get the party started again. No, she drunk and she's miserable because this whole season, it seems like she's miserable. It does. And she's trying, she's working hard. I guess she's trying to make sure she keep that check because they need to keep the check so they can get their house paid. Because, honey, she got the damn Man working his ass off. So Dr. Heavenly said, shit, you ain't gotta throw her out, honey. I'm gonna leave. Basically, she tells her, you got a beautiful house. Before she gets to that part, she comes over there and let her know, hey, I didn't say nothing wrong. And I said, Eugene likes the way you treat him. But she's like, no, Heavenly, you always are over there instigating stuff, throwing these little pie shots at her, but don't get mad because Toya do the same bullshit. Call people fake all the time. She does it. But when it comes back around on her, she don't like it. Because she said her husband ain't perfect. No, y'all not perfect. But you out here acting the ass. And people wouldn't have nothing to say if you wasn't out here acting the ass with him. They wouldn't know nothing. But Toya, being loud and obnoxious for no goddamn reason with her husband. So she's out there publicly embarrassing him. And he also states that, because he's been being apologetic out there and telling the people, oh, I should have read the room. I should not have made the joke. Oh, Toya was being an ass. So Dr. Heavenly goes, basically, I ain't saying nothing wrong. I'm saying what everybody else motherfucking thinking. So she says, bye-bye. You got my fake ass purse? Because I need it. So you got a beautiful home. Thank you. She getting them out of there. They were struggling trying to get their door open because they didn't want to break it. So she was like, Daddy, let's go. So when Dr. Heavenly was leaving, so was Steve and Dr. Mimi. So they were talking outside, and Dr. Heavenly trying to figure out how it went wrong. And King comes out there and was telling them, maybe you guys should come back and see if we could work through this. And Dr. David was like, no. He said, I have a pretty good relationship with Eugene, and I'm cool with Toya. He said, but it's about respect. Basically, we're at their house, and they wanted us to leave. We're about to leave, and all of this stuff we're not about to deal with. Toya in there showing her ass, burning down the house, making the guests feel weird. They ain't got time for it. So Mimi goes on to diagnose Toya. So Toya like to only hear her own thoughts and opinions. That's it. So Toya is back there, and she's blaming the whole thing on Dr. Heavenly. And she reminds the women that, hey, Heavenly is always starting shit. Remember when she did? They go back and flash through all the stuff Dr. Heavenly has said, especially on her podcast, and how she talked about your husband. She talked about your husband. Even you, Jackie, she talked about Curtis. It's all on the podcast. Y'all know I watch Dr. Heavenly all the time. So, yeah, them podcasts be funny. Or on her YouTube. So she's trying to get the women riled up against her. And basically, Simone had also told Toya, why do you let Heavenly, get at you like that? Because basically, Heavenly or whomever, they're deflecting. And I'm like, only person deflecting here is Toya, because she's been rude and nasty all season. She has been. We kind of been looking for her, because she definitely was coming for Dr. Heavenly. And last we checked, they didn't even have a beef last season. But, since Dr. Heavenly's son got arrested, so Toya is making it her business to make it known. Well, since Dr. Heavenly really ain't giving her all that, she was trying to find something. Because remember how she told her on the episode that she's not, how can I say, not the... she couldn't be a representative, and she don't know what a representative is, but it's not her, and I wouldn't vote for you. She can't vote for her because she didn't live in her district. But It's not you. I mean, she's real nasty, real rude. So nasty, so rude. But that's basically how it is. So all the women, they're coddling her, Oh, Toya. And then Brandy tell her, basically, if I say anything that caused harm to you or your marriage, I'm sorry. Blah, 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 blah. Toya was dead ass wrong. Dead ass wrong. And if nobody ever puts her in her place, Eugene should have put her ass in her place. Not in front of everybody, but after everybody left. He should have read her ass for filth the way he should. Because there's no way in the world I'm not going to work my ass off for us to live this kind of lifestyle that I don't even get a chance to live because I got to stay in the hotel and work 5 hours away. And I come here and you going to try to make me feel less than a man? In front of my friends? I mean, but just in front of anyone. And want to talk shit to me? Toya was dead ass wrong. And to try to put this on Heavenly or Dr. Mimi is ridiculous. Now, Dr. Mimi with that little video napkin, it probably wouldn't have bothered me. But I think the problem with Toya is she must have grew up poor as hell. Had to, because every time she's always trying to show off something. Last season was that Birkin bag. Remember? And what Dr. Simone said, that's a private joy. So you throwing a damn shower for a Birkin bag and these bitches already got them? She said, well, it wasn't her first one. When you acting like it's your first. But Dr. Simone said that's a private joy. So there goes Toya being very tacky again. She was having this grand, basically, housewarming party to try to show off what she got. And you can't show off something that these women can get. I mean, they see, it's a nice home, but your husband ain't here to enjoy it. He's got to work his ass off so y'all can afford it. They're not impressed. You think if Dr. Jackie didn't want one, or Heavenly didn't want one, or Dr. Simone, that they couldn't go and get it? I don't understand Toya's logic at all. Because those women are not impressed by nothing. And remember, like I said, Toya was a school teacher. Eugene is a doctor. They would have lived a nice life, but it would have been a nice middle-class life. Had she not been on this show or whatever. But she's on the show. She's, hobnobbing with the housewives of Atlanta and other women from other franchises. And she's really been bought into this. So when this show is finally over, or if she's over before the show, Toya, what you gonna do? You got this man working all kind of shifts to impress who? And then you want to talk shit to him? That's crazy to me. Crazy. All he's trying to do is have a serene time at the Serenity Villa. I don't understand. I don't understand Toya's logic. She wants to complain about everything that Eugene does, seems like. He's working too much. But girl, you know why he's working too much. Are we doing this just for TV? No, he don't make millions of dollars. That's why his ass working like that. And you're sitting there living the lifestyle and complaining that you're a single parent. All to have this party and then put your husband on blast. I don't know, Toya, you really fucking up. I said earlier today, I bet you there's all kind of women, if he on social media, in his DMs. Oh, I bet you I could treat you better. I bet you them women are saying all that. I could treat you better. Because you got a good man, Savannah. This man is doing everything for his wife. He seems like he's a loyal person. Girl, don't let him get to smell himself. Let him treat you like you treat him. So you better get it together, because there's always somebody finer. There's always somebody younger that want to get with somebody who's willing to work hard and give them that kind of lifestyle. I don't know, Toya. This ain't cute. And you're not young, Toya. You're probably about 49 years old. You're about the same age as Contessa. You need to quit. You really need to quit. But that's my rant on Married to Medicine. I'm about to get ready to go to bed. But me and Brandy should be back up here tomorrow about 8:30. And we'll give our recap and review on Married to Medicine and Real Housewives of Potomac tomorrow. So we'll be up here and we'll have our unpopular opinions. So as you guys come in, please push the like button. And I'll see you then. Thanks for your time. Good night.